The morning sun painted the Oregon coastline in shades of gold and pink as Maya Rodriguez jogged along her favorite beach path. She had been living in this quiet coastal town for 3 years now, studying marine life for the local research center. At 34, Maya enjoyed the peaceful routine of her morning runs before heading to work. The waves crashed gently against the shore, and seagulls called overhead. Everything seemed normal until something caught her eye near the rocky outcrop. Ahead, at first, she thought it was driftwood washed up by the tide, but as she got closer, her heart stopped out. It was a child. Maya rushed toward the small figure lying motionless on the wet sand. The girl appeared to be around 8 years old, with long, dark hair spread around her like seaweed. Her skin was pale, almost translucent, and seemed to shimmer strangely in the morning light. She wore clothing that looked unlike anything Maya had ever seen. It appeared to be made of some kind of metallic fabric that moved like liquid. "Hey, sweetie, can you hear me?" Maya knelt beside the child, gently checking for a pulse. The girl's skin felt unusually cool, but she was breathing. Maya carefully lifted the small body, surprised by how light she felt, and rushed toward her car parked near the beach access. During the drive to the hospital, the child stirred slightly. Her eyes fluttered open, revealing the most extraordinary violet color Maya had ever seen. The girl looked around in confusion and whispered something in a language Maya couldn't understand. The words sounded musical, almost like singing. "It's okay, you're safe now," Maya said softly, glancing at the child through her rearview mirror. "We're going to get you help." At the hospital, things got even stranger. Dr. Peterson, the emergency room physician, ran several tests, but couldn't explain what he found. The girl's blood work showed unusual cell structures. Her body temperature was consistently lower than normal, and her heart rate was different from any human pattern he'd seen. "I've been practicing medicine for 20 years, Dr. Peterson told Maya privately. "I've never seen anything like this. Her blood almost seems to glow under certain lights, and some of her organs appear to be in slightly different positions." Child services arrived within hours, but the girl seemed terrified of everyone except Maya. She would only calm down when Maya held her hand or spoke to her. The social worker, Mrs. Chen, noticed this connection immediately. "She's clearly bonded with you," Mrs. Chen observed. "Would you consider becoming a temporary foster parent while we try to find her family? We can't locate any missing person reports that match her description." Maya had never considered having children, but something about this girl tugged at her heart. There was an intelligence in those violet eyes, and despite not speaking English, the child seemed to understand everything around her. "I'll do it," Maya decided, surprising herself with how quickly the words came out. Taking the girl home, Maya set up a spare bedroom and tried to make her comfortable. The child examined everything with curiosity, running her fingers along surfaces and tilting her head as if listening to sounds only she could hear. When Maya offered her food, the girl ate very little and seemed to prefer water over anything else. That evening, Maya watched in amazement as the girl stood by the window, staring up at the full moon. Her skin began to glow faintly, and she seemed to be absorbing the moonlight like a plant absorbs sunlight. The sight was so beautiful and otherworldly that Maya felt tears in her eyes. "What are you, little one?" Maya whispered. The girl turned to her and smiled, placing a small hand on Maya's arm. Suddenly, Maya felt a wave of emotions that weren't her own: gratitude, fear, loneliness, and something else, love. This child, wherever she came from, was already forming a bond with her. Maya decided to call her Luna, inspired by her obvious connection to the moon. The name seemed to please the girl, who repeated it several times, her pronunciation getting better each time. Over the following weeks, Luna's abilities became more apparent. She learned English at an impossible speed, picking up new words daily. She could sense when Maya was upset before Maya even knew it herself. Small cuts and bruises on Luna's skin healed within hours instead of days. The most remarkable discovery came when Maya took Luna to the beach where she'd found her. Luna walked straight to the water's edge and began making soft sounds. the same musical language she'd spoken in the hospital. To Maya's astonishment, dolphins appeared in the shallow water, clicking and whistling as if they were having a conversation with Luna. "How are you doing that?" Maya asked, kneeling beside her. Luna looked up with those incredible violet eyes and said in careful English, "They are my friends. They have been waiting for me." Maya felt a chill run down her spine. This was no ordinary child. But as she watched Luna laugh and play with the dolphins, she realized something important. She was falling in love with this mysterious girl. Whatever Luna's story was, Maya wanted to be part of it. That night, Maya started having vivid dreams. She saw flashes of underwater cities, beings that looked like Luna but older, and felt overwhelming emotions of loss and desperation. A woman's voice called out across vast distances, filled with anguish and love. The dreams felt more real than her waking life, and Maya would wake up with tears on her cheeks. She started keeping a journal, documenting Luna's development and the strange dreams. Part of her scientific mind wanted to study Luna, but her heart just wanted to protect her. Luna was special, that was clear, but she was also just a child who needed love and safety. Maya made a decision that would change both their lives forever. She would keep Luna's secrets, protect her from those who might want to use her abilities, and give her the normal childhood she deserved. Whatever Luna was, wherever she came from, Maya would be her mother in every way that mattered. As Maya tucked Luna into bed that night, the girl reached up and touched her cheek. "Mama Maya," Luna whispered, using the term for the first time. Maya's heart swelled with emotion. She had found her daughter in the most unexpected way, and she would do anything to keep her safe. Little did she know that their peaceful life together would soon be challenged by forces beyond her imagination, and that the dreams she'd been having were just the beginning of a much larger story. The bond between them was already unbreakable, built on love and trust that transcended any differences between them. Maya looked at Luna sleeping peacefully, her skin glowing softly in the moonlight streaming through the window, and knew that whatever came next, they would face it together. 7 years had passed since Maya found Luna on that beach, and their small house overlooking the ocean had become a home filled with love and laughter. Luna was now 15, and Maya often forgot that she wasn't her biological daughter. Their bond had grown so strong that sometimes Maya felt like she could sense Luna's emotions, even when they were in different rooms. Luna had grown into a beautiful teenager with those same striking violet eyes that had captivated Maya from the beginning. She was incredibly smart, learning things faster than any textbook could teach. Maya had decided to homeschool her, telling neighbors and officials that Luna had a rare condition that required special care. It wasn't entirely a lie. Luna was definitely special, just not in the way people thought. Every morning, Maya would watch Luna practice her abilities in secret. Luna could make water dance in the air, creating beautiful patterns that sparkled in the sunlight. She could communicate with sea creatures, often spending hours by the shore having conversations with dolphins, whales, and even tiny fish. The marine life seemed drawn to her, and Maya's research had become groundbreaking thanks to Luna's unique insights. The dolphins are worried about the pollution in the northern bay, Luna would tell Maya after one of their beach visits. They say, the fish are getting sick. Maya would then investigate, always finding that Luna was right. Her research papers, carefully written without mentioning Luna's involvement, had earned her recognition in marine biology circles. But Maya didn't care about fame. She cared about protecting the ocean and the daughter who had such a deep connection to it. Living with Luna wasn't always easy, though. As a teenager, Luna struggled with feelings that were complicated by her unique nature. She had never been to regular school, never had friends her own age, and sometimes felt incredibly lonely. Maya tried her best to be everything: mother, teacher, and friend, but she could see that Luna needed more. "I wish I could go to school like other kids," Luna said one evening as they watched a movie together. "I want to know what it's like to have friends who don't live in the ocean." Maya's heart ached for her daughter. She had given Luna a safe and loving home, but she couldn't give her a normal life. Luna was too special, to different, and Maya lived in constant fear that someone would discover the truth about her abilities. The dreams that had started when Luna first arrived had never stopped. If anything, they had become more intense over the years. Maya would see flashes of an underwater civilization, beautiful and advanced beyond anything on Earth. She saw beings that looked like Luna, with the same violet eyes and shimmering skin. Most clearly, she saw a woman who looked like an older version of Luna, reaching out desperately across space and time. Luna had similar dreams, but they seemed to cause her pain. She would wake up crying, speaking in that musical language she had used as a child. Maya would hold her, comforting her without understanding what the dreams meant. They had learned to live with these mysterious visions, accepting them as part of their unique life together. One afternoon, while Luna was practicing her water manipulation in their backyard, Maya noticed something that made her blood run cold. A black car was parked across the street, and she could see someone inside watching their house with binoculars. This wasn't the first time she'd seen suspicious vehicles in their neighborhood. "Luna, come inside," Maya called, trying to keep her voice calm. Luna immediately sensed her mother's fear and hurried into the house. "What's wrong, Mama?" "I think someone's been watching us," Maya admitted, peeking through the curtains. The car was still there. Over the next few weeks, Maya became more paranoid. She noticed strange equipment appearing on the beach near their house, metal detectors, computers, and devices she didn't recognize. Men in suits would sometimes walk along the shoreline, scanning the area with handheld instruments. Maya started limiting Luna's time outside and teaching her to be more careful with her abilities. "Why are they here?" Luna asked one evening, her violet eyes filled with worry. "I don't know, sweetheart, but we need to be extra careful," Maya replied, pulling her daughter close. "Promise me you won't use your abilities where anyone can see you." Luna nodded, but Maya could see the fear in her eyes. They had lived peacefully for 7 years, but that peace was starting to crack. The breaking point came on a Tuesday morning. Maya was making breakfast when Luna suddenly gasped and grabbed her head. Her eyes rolled back, and she began speaking rapidly in her native language. The water in the kitchen sink began to bubble and rise, forming shapes in the air. "Luna, what's happening?" Maya rushed to her daughter's side. "She's calling to me," Luna whispered, tears streaming down her face. "She's been looking for me. She's coming." "Who's coming, honey?" "My mother. My real mother." Maya felt like the world had tilted sideways. She had always known this day might come, but she had hoped it never would. Luna was her daughter in every way that mattered, but she had always belonged to someone else first. "How do you know?" Maya asked, trying to stay calm. "The dreams," Luna said, her voice shaking. "They're not just dreams, they're memories, and she's been trying to reach me through them. She's close now, Mama. She's finally found me." Maya looked out the window and saw more black cars arriving. Whatever was coming, they were running out of time. She had raised Luna for 7 years, loved her, protected her, and given her everything she could. Now she might have to say goodbye to the most important person in her life. But as she looked at Luna's frightened face, Maya made a decision. She wasn't going to let anyone take her daughter away. Without a fight, Luna needed her, and Maya would do whatever it took to keep them together. "Whatever happens," Maya said, taking Luna's hands in hers, "remember that I love you. You'll always be my daughter, no matter what." Luna hugged her tightly, and Maya felt the familiar warmth of their bond. 7 years of love, laughter, and shared secrets had created something unbreakable between them. Whatever came next, they would face it together. The dreams were about to become reality, and their quiet life was about to change forever. Maya's hand shook as she watched the black car surround their house. Through the window, she could see men in dark suits getting out, but her attention was drawn to something else entirely. The air above their backyard began to shimmer, like heat waves rising from hot pavement, and then something impossible appeared. A craft materialized out of nowhere, sleek and beautiful, looking like it was made of living water. It hovered silently above their garden, casting no shadow despite its size. Maya had seen many things in her 7 years with Luna, But nothing had prepared her for this. "She's here," Luna whispered, her voice filled with a mixture of excitement. And Terradot the craft touched down gently on their lawn, and a section of its surface simply dissolved, creating an opening. From within, a figure emerged that made Maya's breath catch in her throat. The woman looked like Luna, but older and more elegant. Her skin had the same shimmer, her eyes the same violet color, but there was something regal about her that spoke of authority and power. "Luna," the woman called out, her voice carrying an otherworldly music that Maya recognized from her dreams. Luna ran toward the woman, then stopped halfway, turning back to look at Maya. The conflict in her young face was heartbreaking. This was clearly her birth mother, but Maya had been the one to raise her, to love her, to be there for every scraped knee and bad dream. "It's okay, sweetheart," Maya said, though her heart was breaking. "Go to her." The reunion was beautiful and terrible to watch. Luna and the woman embraced, and Maya could see them communicating in that musical language she had heard so many times. But Luna kept looking back at Maya, reaching out her hand as if to make sure she was still there. The woman approached Maya with graceful steps. "I'm Kirana," she said in accented but perfect English. "I'm Luna's mother, and I owe you a debt I can never repay. I just love her," Maya replied, tears streaming down her face. "That's all I ever did." Kirana's eyes softened. "I know. I have felt your love through our connection. It has kept my daughter alive and happy when I could not." Before Maya could ask what she meant, the men in suits burst through her front door. Their leader, a stern man with gray hair, stepped forward with an air of authority. "Dr. Rodriguez, I'm Agent Thompson with the government task force. We need to talk." Maya instinctively moved to protect Luna, but Kirana stepped between them all. With a slight gesture of her hand, the agents froze in place, unable to move but still conscious. "Your people have been watching my daughter," Kirana said calmly. "This stops now." Agent Thompson struggled against whatever was holding him. "We're here to protect Earth. We know about your kind, and we know others are coming." Kirana's expression grew serious. "Yes, others are coming. The same ones who destroyed our home and scattered our people across the galaxy. They follow the psychic signatures of our young ones. Luna's abilities have grown strong, and they will find her soon." Maya felt the world spinning around her. "What are you saying?" "I'm saying that Earth is in danger," Kirana replied. "My people, the Aquarians, have been protecting worlds like yours for centuries. But we were attacked and defeated. Now the destroyers are coming here, drawn by Luna's power." Luna stepped forward, her young face determined. "I won't let them hurt Earth. I won't let them hurt Mama Maya." The love in her voice when she said Maya's name made both women tear up. Despite learning about her origins, Luna still considered Maya her mother. Agent Thompson, still frozen, managed to speak through gritted teeth. "We can help. We've been preparing for this for years." Kirana studied him carefully, then released her hold on the agents. "Your weapons cannot stop what is coming. Only our combined knowledge and Luna's unique abilities can protect this world." "What makes Luna so special?" Maya asked, stepping closer to her daughter. "She has spent years learning to love unconditionally from you," Kirana explained. "This has strengthened her abilities in ways we never expected. She can bridge the gap between our peoples and unite them against the threat." Luna looked between her two mothers, then made a decision that surprised everyone. "I won't choose between you. We're all going to work together, or I'm not going anywhere." The determination in her 15-year-old voice was absolute. Maya felt a surge of pride at the strong young woman Luna had become. Agent Thompson lowered his weapon. "What do you propose?" Kirana smiled for the first time since arriving. "We combine our knowledge, your technology, our abilities, and Luna's unique perspective. Together, we might stand a chance." Maya realized that their quiet life was over, but looking at Luna's brave face, she knew they were ready for whatever came next. The three of them, two mothers and one extraordinary daughter, would face the future together. The days that followed were unlike anything Maya had ever experienced. Their house became a hub of activity as Agent Thompson's team worked alongside Kirana to prepare for the approaching threat. Maya watched in amazement as Luna demonstrated ability she had never shown before, her confidence growing as she learned more about her heritage. "I can feel them," Luna said one evening, standing by the ocean with her two mothers. "The bad ones. They're still far away, but they're coming." Maya put her arm around Luna's shoulders. "How long do we have?" "Maybe 2 months," Kirana replied, her face grave. "They move slowly, but they're relentless. Once they find a world with psychic signatures like Luna's, they won't stop until they've taken what they want." "What do they want?" Maya asked. "Young ones like Luna," Kirana explained. "They drain their abilities to power their ships and weapons. It's how they've become so powerful." Maya felt sick. The thought of anyone hurting Luna filled her with rage she didn't know she possessed. Agent Thompson approached them with a troubled expression. "We've detected the first scouts, 3 ships, about the size of fighter jets. Just entered our solar system." Luna's abilities had been growing stronger every day, but they were also becoming harder to control. When she got emotional, the ocean would respond, sending waves crashing against the shore. When she was happy, dolphins would gather in the bay. When she was scared, every piece of electronic equipment in the house would malfunction. "I'm losing control," Luna confessed to Maya one night. "What if I hurt someone?" "You won't," Maya said firmly. "You have the biggest heart of anyone I know. Your power comes from love, not anger." But the situation was becoming more desperate. The government wanted to move Luna to a secure facility, arguing that her presence was putting the town at risk. Kirana wanted to take Luna to the underwater cities where the remaining Aquarians were hiding. Everyone seemed to have a plan that involved separating Maya from her daughter. "I won't leave Mama Maya," Luna declared during one particularly heated discussion. "She's my family too." Agent Thompson tried to reason with her. "Dr. Rodriguez is just a human. She can't help in the fight that's coming." "She's not just a human," Luna shot back, her eyes blazing with violet fire. "She's my mother. She taught me how to love, how to be kind, how to protect what matters. Those are the most important abilities of all." Maya felt tears in her eyes. After 7 years of worrying that she wasn't enough for Luna, her daughter was choosing her. Kira now watched this exchange with growing understanding. Perhaps Luna is right. Her time with you has given her something we Aquarians lost long ago. The ability to fight for love rather than just survival. The decision was made for them when the scout ships reached Earth's atmosphere. Luna sensed them immediately, doubling over in pain as their psychic scanning hit her mind. "They know. I'm here," she gasped. "They're coming for me." Agent Thompson's radio crackled with urgent reports. "Sir, we're detecting massive energy signatures approaching from 3 directions. They'll be here within hours." Maya looked at her daughter, then at Kirana, then at the government agents preparing for a battle they might not win. "What if we don't run?" she said suddenly. "What if we fight?" "Maya, you don't understand," Kirana began. "No, I understand perfectly," Maya interrupted. "They want Luna because she's powerful. But they don't know that her power comes from love, not fear. They don't know that she's learned to protect others, not just herself." Luna's eyes lit up with understanding. "Mama's right. I've been hiding my abilities. But what if I don't? What if I show them what I can really do?" Agent Thompson looked skeptical. "It's too dangerous. If they capture you, they won't," Luna said with quiet confidence. "Because I'm not just Luna, the lost Aquarian child anymore. I'm Luna Rodriguez, and I have 2 mothers who love me and a whole planet to protect." Maya felt a surge of pride and terror. Her little girl was ready to face an enemy that had destroyed entire civilizations. But she wasn't facing them alone. "Then we do this together," Maya said. "All of us." Kirana nodded slowly. "Together," as the alien ships descended toward Earth. Maya stood with her daughter and the woman who had given birth to her. For the first time in months, she wasn't afraid. Luna had grown into someone extraordinary, and Maya had played a part in that growth. Whatever happened next, they would face it as a family. The first attack came at dawn. Maya watched from the command center Agent Thompson had set up in their house. As 3 sleek ships descended from the clouds, they were beautiful and terrifying. made of the same dark material as the night sky, and they move with predatory grace. Luna, are you ready? Kirana asked, her voice steady despite the fear in her eyes. Luna stood between her two mothers, her violet eyes calm and determined. I'm ready. What happened next was like nothing Maya had ever imagined. Luna walked out onto the beach, her feet barely touching the sand. As the alien ships approached, she raised her hands, and the ocean responded to her call. The water rose in massive spirals, not violent or destructive, but protective and beautiful. Maya watched in awe as her daughter created a barrier of living water around their entire coastline. The alien ships tried to penetrate it, but their weapons were absorbed harmlessly by the swirling sea. How is she doing that? Agent Thompson asked in amazement. She's not fighting them. Kirana realized. She's showing them something different, something they've never seen before. Luna's voice carried across the water, not speaking words but communicating in pure emotion. Maya felt it too, waves of love, protection, and determination that seemed to touch every living thing for miles around. Dolphins, whales, and countless fish began gathering in the bay, adding their voices to Luna's call. The alien ships stopped their attack, hovering uncertainly above the water barrier. Maya could see through the command center's monitors that similar scenes were playing out across the globe. Other young Aquarians, hidden in various locations, were responding to Luna's call, creating a network of protection around the entire planet. They're not attacking anymore, Agent Thompson reported, his voice filled with wonder. All hostile ships have ceased fire. They're just waiting. Luna turned back to Maya and Kirana, her face glowing with inner light. They're listening. She said simply, no one has ever shown them love before. They don't know what to do with it. What followed was the most incredible experience of Maya's life. Luna somehow facilitated a communication between the alien forces and Earth's defenders. The beings who had seemed so terrifying were revealed to be driven by desperation and fear. Having lost their own worlds to an even greater threat, they're not the real enemy. Luna explained to the assembled leaders. They're running from something worse, and they thought taking our power was the only way to survive. Maya watched her daughter with amazement. In just a few hours, Luna had gone from a scared teenager to a bridge between worlds. The love and compassion Maya had taught her were now being used to prevent a war that could have destroyed everything. The resolution came when Luna made an offer that stunned everyone. They can stay, she said. There's room in the oceans for all of us. We can work together instead of fighting. Agent Thompson looked skeptical. Can we trust them? We have to try, Luna replied. Trust is what makes us stronger than fear. Over the following weeks, Maya watched the world change in ways she never could have imagined. The alien refugees, guided by Luna's compassion and Kirana's wisdom, began establishing peaceful settlements in the deepest parts of Earth's oceans. Their technology, combined with human ingenuity and Aquarian abilities, created solutions to problems that had plagued the planet for decades. Maya found herself at the center of it all, her marine biology expertise crucial in helping the new rivals adapt to Earth's oceans. She worked alongside beings from across the galaxy, all united by Luna's vision of cooperation instead of conquest. Are you happy? Maya asked Luna one evening as they stood on their beach, watching the sun set over a world that was forever changed. I'm happy we're together, Luna replied, taking Maya's hand. All of us. Kirana approached them, her expression peaceful in a way Maya had never seen before. I understand now why Luna became so strong, she said. You didn't just raise her. You showed her that love is the greatest power in the universe. Maya smiled, looking at her daughter. Biological or not, Luna would always be her child. We all showed her that. She just had the courage to believe it. The story could have ended there. But Maya knew it was really just the beginning. Luna had become something unique. A bridge between worlds, a teacher of compassion, and a guardian of peace. She had the love of two mothers, the respect of multiple species, and the wisdom to use her incredible abilities for the good of all. As the three of them stood together, watching the stars emerge in the darkening sky, Maya felt a deep sense of contentment. She had found a lost child on a beach 7 years ago, and in saving her, she had somehow helped save the world. Luna squeezed her hand. I love you, Mama Maya. I love you too, sweetheart, forever and always. The future stretched ahead of them, full of possibilities and new adventures. But whatever came next, they would face it together, a family bound, not by blood, but by love, trust, and the unbreakable bonds they had forged across the years and across the stars.